Good morning, family. Happy Friday. I hope everyone's week has been going great. You know, we are at the end of the week, and I pray that everything went fine for you and your family this week. So, with that being said, family, we're going to start off with our Friday morning motivation. Excuse me. Okay, here we go, family. You cannot force someone to understand a message they aren't ready to receive. I'm going to say it again, family. You cannot force someone to understand a message they aren't ready to receive. True, family, because me and my husband, we talk to our, we have grown children as well. We talk to all of our children, and we try to, tell them things that we already know because we've been through it. We're grown. Some of our kids are grown, but they have sometimes some of the things that we have experienced, because we're the parents. They haven't experienced yet, and we try to, let them know, give them an insight, as to what, possibly in the future, you could experience. We want to prepare our kids, you know, um, our young ones as well as the ones who are adults already, about, this world. We want to give them all the tools they need in this world to be prosperous in every step of their journey. And sometimes, I know, family, you can relate to this. Sometimes, some kids, they take in what, the parents try to teach them. Sometimes you got some kids, like some of ours and everything, who say they listen and everything, but they really not listening. And then later on down the line, they will come to me and my husband and say, Mom and Dad, this happened. This is everything. What do I do about this? When they, obviously, the message we try to teach them, in the beginning, obviously they weren't, ready to hear that message. So they had to bump their head. And we tell them, all the time, we always gonna be here, God willing, for you. And sometimes, there's some lessons in life that we gotta allow our kids to bump their heads with, because sometimes, we can teach them and teach them and teach them, but sometimes it goes in one ear and out the other. And like the quote says, sometimes, a message you're trying to get to someone they not ready to receive. And, that definitely holds true with some of our kids, because, a lot of times, we have tried to teach them some things and tell them some things that we already been through already, but because they're grown and they want to do it their way, they do it their way, and sometimes it don't work their way. Then they come back to me and my husband and be like, what went wrong? And we try to tell them, say, were you not listening when we try to tell you? And that goes into this quote, try to teach them stuff, try to give them a message, because we already experienced it already, but they were not ready to receive it until they had to bump their head. Once they bumped their head, they were ready to come and sit down and talk to me and my husband about the message we were trying to give them. And finally, the message we were trying to, get into their heads, they finally received it, but they had to bump their heads a couple times. And I'm gonna be, like I say, I always say, I'm gonna be transparent. I did that as a child. I didn't always listen to what, my parents told me off bat, So I didn't expect for my kids to just listen to me and my husband off bat as well. Because I bumped my head, my husband bumped his head, we want to do things what we thought we knew, quote, better than our parents did, That's just where, I guess, how things are. We think, at that age that we know more than our parents, and which in reality, a lot of times the things that our parents then try to forewarn us about, or try to, give us the message about, they already been through it already. And they trying, and they went through the whatever it is they had to go through, during that time. And they trying to spare you from going through what they went through. They trying to give you that message so you won't experience the same heartache and pain that they had to go through. But sometimes you gotta let them bump their head, be there for them, because they gonna bump their heads and everything, because you already been through it. And when they come to you, just be prepared to go through the same situation again. And me and my husband, we don't do the, well, I told you so. We just go from where we try to tell them the message from the get-go. We start from there, and they apply that message. And usually down the line, it works in their favor after they then had to bump their head a couple times, family. But like I said, I had to do it. My husband had to do it. We didn't always listen to our parents. I bumped my head many times. And be honest with you, family, even before my mother and father passed away, as a grown woman, my mother tried to tell me some things. But because I was a grown woman, a message she tried to get to me, went over my head, I thought I knew better. And then, I find out later on that she had already experienced it. And the message that she was trying to give to me, she was trying to give me that message because she had already been through it. So sometimes, family, you gotta allow them to bump their heads and just be ready when they come back to you. Okay, family? The next quote I have for you it says, respect the old when you are young. Help the weak when you are strong. Confess the fault when you are wrong, because one day in life you will be old, weak, and wrong. Say it again, family. Respect the old when you are young. Help the weak when you are strong. Confess the fault when you are wrong, because one day, yes, one day in life, you will be old, weak, and wrong. And nothing else I can say about that, because that's true. That is true. If it in God's will, we all will age, but we all are weak at one point in time, and we all are wrong at one point in time. And that's why we try to, incorporate these lessons with we did it with all of our children, but now we're speaking of the younger two, the last two who's still in the nest, our twins, 14-year-olds, Jordan and Malik. Try to implement that, because the other ones, they already got it already. So we're trying to let them, know, to respect all your elders at all times. And it really brings me a lot of joy when me and my family are out and I see the boys, walk ahead of me, and they might see like an elderly couple or elderly woman or elderly man. It doesn't even matter, and they will rush up to open the door for them or help. What the other day I seen my son go. We don't have to tell them, family. We have orchestrated into them. Since day one. He went in, one of my sons went and opened the door. The other one went and grabbed the lady that was in a wheelchair and helped her through the door. And so all me and my husband do is look at each other and smile, because I feel like, if I ain't did nothing else, right in this world, I can say that I'm helping raise some fine young men and women, because I have one daughter. So that's one thing I can say, that if God decided to take me right now, I know that, behind what I left behind, I know that they gonna, be well-rounded young men. I have 2 well-rounded young men already, and I have a well-rounded young lady already. So these other 2, they gonna follow right in their footsteps, and I can be proud. Okay, family. I hope everyone have a wonderful, wonderful, blessed Friday. It's the weekend, family. I don't know what you're gonna do this weekend. I hope you spend some time with your family. I don't know if you gotta finish Christmas shopping. I know we do. We've done a lot of Christmas shopping online and in the store. We still have some more to do. We still do, family. So hopefully we'll get all that done this week. So, family, if it's in your will, we'll see you soon on the next vlog. If I don't see none of you guys, this weekend. I want you all to have a wonderful, blessed weekend. Stay warm, stay bundled up, and we love you here at Hanging with the Shoemakers. Bye, family.